Good afternoon, traders. It's Thursday, 6:19 Mountain Standard Time here. It's about 5:20 my time. And I have two charts up here side by side. They're both the 15-minute USD JPY. On the left, you will see my chart that I usually use to kind of get a direction and get a feel for the price action. I've got this one drilled down pretty tight, so it gives me a few more candles, and I can kind of see how the dragon is running up. And then we got our daily open, and we have our 1 hour candle, and everything right now is red on this side. And we'll go over to what I use as my entry chart, which is in the background are the big candles, which are the hour candles. Then in the foreground I have the 15-minute candles. So basically that's the way we're going to be trading. If we see that the hour candle will come down here and it will end up with a, let me open that chart up. If it'll come down here to a round number, for instance, let's say 101 and 800, everything is red, it's below the daily open line, then that could be a setup. That could be a trigger to go short. Then what we're going to do, if that is the case, we're going to let our EA come in and going to manage the trade. We're going to end up with a 10 pip hidden stop loss and about a 20 pip hard stop loss in case we have a communication issue or we get disconnected from the internet or from the broker. It'll take us out with the broker. The hidden take profit and the hidden stop loss would not do that. If something happens and we lose our connection, we're still in the trade. So it's a good idea to have a emergency hard stop in place if you use an EA like that. In case you do have an internet issue, you won't be stuck with a trade. So right now we can see what I did on this chart before I go forward. Excuse my cold. Before I go forward, I took the EMAs over here, which are the 34 EMA high and low, and what I did is I put 34 EMA high and low over here, but I didn't use the dragon because I didn't want to block out my hour candles and my regular candlesticks. That would be too much clutter, so I just put in the EMAs in the background, so it somewhat emulates pretty close of what I've got over here. So once I look over here and see what the HAs are doing, then I can actually just come over to this chart and open it up, and this is a chart that I'll be trading from. And if you're trading the same system, you'll be doing the same thing as well. So right now we're looking at a downward bias. You call it a trend slash bias, it's up to you. I call it a bias because that's really what it is. Right now the bias is for people to go short, traders to go short. Up here we have a big round number, so we're below that big round number. And one thing you do want to take a quick look at, and I know this is taught on various threads, if you're going to enter a trade, whether it be short or long, and even if the hour candle is at a number that's going to give you a trigger, like the 101-800 would be a good short, you still have to kind of look ahead and see what's in front of you. Are there any big round numbers? Excuse me. Are there any obstacles? Range day low, range day high. You still have to kind of look and see what's coming up, because you're going to come up with maybe some support or resistance close by. Over here we have the ADR. It shows today's ADR is 9 pips. That's what we've used so far. And the actual daily ATR is 37 pips. So we get a lot of room, 30 pips down and 35 pips up. Now if we get close within about 10 pips, that's going to turn to red. One of those will turn to red. It'll give us a warning not to take a trade because there's not enough room. Pardon me again. We're also going to be looking at our news. We've got about 5 hours here until there's some German news, and then we have about 6 or 7 hours until we get into some BOJ, JPY news. So right now as we're speaking, I really don't see a setup. It just opened in Tokyo, so we're going to have to just kind of stand by and see what happens. But that's all we got for now. Thank you, and green pips.